Update 2. So, first was vlog 1 was I was in Titusville and had a good time with some friends. And then I left and hit some bugs. Central Florida is full of bugs, so I had to stop and use some detailing wax stuff from my buddy Mike. He developed that stuff for his race car and gave me a bottle, so I will give it a try. Last time I had a lot of bugs coming from Atlanta through Central Florida, and it took me an hour to get them off. So let's see if some waxing will help to clean them later easier. Stopped at the world's largest gator. We're not going to see gators. Anyways, I continued on to Orlando. One of Latvian girls from Miami hit me up when I was going to when I just left Miami. She hit me up and like asked what you doing, blah blah blah. And I said I'm going to north, just driving north. And she said she's going to be in Orlando visiting another her friend, Latvian girl, and her husband, and invited me to join them. So we did, and I stayed there 2 days. Just had really amazing time. I stayed at their place, which is part of my mini van life. Like, if there's friends that let me stay at their place, I will. If they don't have a spot, I'll stay in their driveway. It doesn't matter. The whole trip is gonna be with a few stops that were I will stay at my friends. I don't have to be #vanlife and always stay in my van and yada yada. Anyways, I stayed at their house, Latvian family. Had fun time in the pool. Safari had fun time. They had a big backyard, so Safari was out all day, just running from tree to tree, controlling all the lizards and squirrels. And grilled some Latvian style food in a Latvian grill. They brought a grill straight from Latvia on an airplane. And we had a lot of beer. And we went jet skiing. I took Safari jet skiing. He fell in the water once. He was just jumping around the jet ski and then he just fell in. I picked him up and then he was calm and a little bit shivering, and then it was fine. And yeah, the Latvian community is huge in Orlando, and it's way bigger than in Miami. They have their own volleyball tournament and they hang out with each other. The birthday parties are amazing, like always packed, and all national holidays they just gather together. We used to do that in Miami, but it's really hard. There's not a lot of Latvian people and everybody's so busy, and everybody's like, Miami is a city for mostly immigrants that are in transit. Same situation as me. I just went to Miami because it was the place everybody knows, and it was warm and it was winter, so I moved from Europe to Miami. And I don't know, in some way I wasted 5 years in the city like where I didn't feel I belonged to. And I know in Orlando and in Chicago and Denver, a lot of people from Latvia, they just really enjoy there and feel like at home. And I don't think I know any. Well, I know a few, but I don't know many people from Latvia that really feel at home in Miami. It's just a weird place. It's a party place. It's drugs, strip clubs, fancy cars for showing off, all this marketing, industrialized entertainment. Not for me. So in Orlando, they have a huge community. Everybody hangs out together, and so the people I stayed with, they have a moving company. They started doing it pretty much 10 years ago. It's called Baltic Movers, and they love their job. They have trucks, they have employees, they do moving all around Orlando and like Central Florida. They enjoy what they do. From their stories, it seems a lot of fun. Every moving is different. The customers are different. Some drama, some fun moments. We talked about some possible future business, so I might return in winter to Orlando if I don't go to Europe or Hawaii. Before I go to Miami, I will definitely stop in Orlando, and I'm considering staying there for a while. And it's just a nice place. Anyways, I did get rid of some stuff. As soon as I got there, I changed my OfferUp postings location. Somebody picked up my inline skates. Glad I sold those. I went to UPS, USPS, and shipped some Amazon and eBay shipments I had to do. So slowly getting rid of stuff I have in the car. Although my friend gave me a folding festival chair and an umbrella for a folding table I have in the back. We'll go to the next event and see if I really need the table and the umbrella, if I really gonna use it or not. If not, I'm just gonna throw them out because they're taking up the valuable space. And so I had my car there under the tree, like you can see in the picture in the thumbnail of the video, and obviously it was covering the solar panels, so the batteries got discharged to about 70% over 2 days, so not bad. And I think I will recharge them in 2 days, because I don't charge my batteries with the alternator of the car. I just use the solar panel. Like, I mean, it's gonna be good. And I need to rewire some stuff. I need to rewire my fridge. It's right now, I catch it turning off because I'm using the cigarette lighter plug, and it just pops out. It just moves a little bit and turns off whenever Safari is walking over it. It's right in the back under the bed, and Safari is walking over there, so it turns off, and I just use the 110 volt plug of the fridge right to my inverter for now. So I have some food there and I don't want to go bad. And I have to rewire a few more connections back there. But now I'm starting to use a lot of charging from the car, not from my batteries. So I'll get to that later. And I also need to sort out some things with the car. It's overheating whenever I'm stop and go traffic, or if I'm parked somewhere, the engine's running, AC's running, the radiator fan doesn't go in high speed mode, so it's Florida. Not enough cooling. So I need to order the fan resistor and see if that will change a thing. Maybe that was the problem, because it looks like it's quite old and cracked. So there's that. I do have some transmission overheating. Not overheating, it just gets hot. And well, maybe I will use some electric fan to improve on that. Other than that, this car is great. I need to tint the windows, the front, driver and passenger, and I need to tint the back window. And I need to insulate the back window. The front windows, I do have the same inserts as I have in the back windows. Like you can see the Energy Guard poly ISO. It's a thing I bought in Home Depot. It's stupid cheap. It has insulation rating of R5, I think, which is like really good. And those things really keep the van much more controlled. The temperature is much more controlled. But the back window, it's curved, so this thing, it's actually really flat and I can't use it, so I need to figure out what to do in the back. And yeah, I stopped at some Walmart after I left my friend's place just to get a rest. I got really tired. We got a lot of meat and a lot of food and beer last night, and I'm tired. This guy's also tired. He was running like crazy past 2 days in the backyard. I got him swimming in the pool. Well, he didn't jump inside. I had to throw him in. Because I don't know why he doesn't know or want to jump. And there's no other way to get in the pool. So So yeah, I was in Walmart for a while. Right now I'm in some rest area. Bunch of trucks parked. And in Walmart there were some older Dodge Caravan van. There were some older people living in there. And I think it's a good time to talk about people living in vans and homelessness. And I mean, the van life, for most people, it's actually not the van life. It's they're just forced to be there. They're forced to be on the street in the car. They can't afford a place. For me, I can afford a place, but the main reason I'm doing this is because of Safari. Like previous years, I used to fly to all my events where I shoot, and I had to leave Safari with my friends, and it's not fun. It's not fun every month asking someone to watch after your dog for 3, 4, 5, 6 days when you're flying out to some different state. And I couldn't take all my equipment with me. Like, carry-ons are small. And all my friends eventually got dogs for themselves. That's how I started this, because last year I had to fly to Atlanta, and there was nobody to watch after Safari. Nobody. I even posted on my Facebook and nobody could help me, so I just went on Craigslist and bought a minivan, and we went to Atlanta. We had shit ton of fun, and then we went to New York again, and it's just been great. I prefer this to flying any day. I can get all my equipment with me, have safari with me. We can go hiking, seeing places. We don't have to rush back. And right now we don't have to rush back at all because we don't have a place anymore. I moved out. And right now it's a little bit more troublesome because all the stuff I had, the stuff I'd like to have is in the van. Last year I had an apartment and I just had a bed, a fridge, some clothing, and my cameras and safari. But now I have much more stuff in there. And so I don't know if I'm homeless. I think if I'm homeless, then more about the fact that I don't have a family. I don't have kids or girlfriend or wife. If I had a girlfriend or wife, obviously I would fly to all the events. I would just have someone to watch after safari. And I think to most events I would definitely fly, especially LA and Seattle. Seattle is going to be pain. It's going to be a real pain. I have to drive from New Jersey to Seattle and then back to Chicago. It's going to be 5,000 miles just for one event, for one weekend. So if I had the choice, I would fly. But right now, my choice is this, and we're going to drive to all the events like this. And it's sad for the people who have to live in the vans, not by choice. It's just the way the world is right now. Anyway, yeah, I wish I had a little bit bigger van, something like a Class B, like a B190 Ford. Those are really cute. They have V10 and they have shower, toilet, nice bed. You can stand up. You can have a nice table to work on. In this thing, I don't have a table at all. It's crazy. But this car, on the other hand, gets almost twice the mileage. Fuel economy is really good. This car runs on 22 miles per gallon up to 28 miles per gallon on the highway, depending on the air pressure and things like that. I need to bring the batteries to front because the car is really not in balance right now, so I think that's causing a bit more tire wear, worse fuel economy. That's another thing I need to do quick. Anyways, I think that's up for the update. Right now I'm gonna head to Jacksonville to meet another friend. He's not Latvian, but he's one of the guys that we used to shoot together at race events. So I'll get some beer, get to his place, hang out, and see where I go from there. So that's it for vlog update 2.